Hello, and welcome back to the Pure Nintendo podcast. This is your weekly dose of all things Nintendo. My name is Jemma, and joining me this week, I have my two excellent friends. I would like to say hi, hi to Kirk again. Hi, Kirk. How are you?
Hello, hey, how are you doing?
I thought I would put you first this week because I've done Trev first the last few times. So-
Feels good to be back on top.
And spoiler alert, welcome back to Trev.
Greetings, Gemma. Greetings, Kirk. November greetings, actually, because now we're in November.
It is. It's November, if you can believe it. Very close to things like Black Friday sales, I guess, and Thanksgiving, and soon the holidays.
Metroid
Also,
Prime
And
4.
Godzilla Day. Let's not forget Godzilla Day.
when is Godzilla Day?
Godzilla. Oh, maybe the day this drops, November 3rd. So we're recording
Oh.
Saturday, November 1st, and November 3rd is Godzilla Day.
It is indeed. Yes, it will drop on Monday the 3rd. So, yeah,
Mhm.
enjoy Godzilla, everyone. Watch it on the day. Thank you for
Isn't
letting
it
us know about that.
Gojira?
What's that?
Probably.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. Sure.
In
Gojira.
Japan.
Gojira.
We have a lot to cover this week. We've got some Animal Crossing news, actually a lot of news in general. Quite a few crossing, that wasn't meant to be a pun. Quite a few genres and games, as well as Kirk's column. We have a new name, that's great. And the games that we're playing, of course. But let's kick things off with Animal Crossing because Nintendo has announced a Switch 2 edition coming on January the 15th, which is pretty cool. I think we kind of did we expect this? Would we assumed that this would be a thing, or did we think there'd be a new Animal Crossing before we get to the details? What do you guys think? Was this a surprise?
I don't think I was surprised.
Yeah.
I think it means that we're not getting a new game for a while.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no, yeah, I expected there to be like a Pikmin 4. Well, I guess they did do the Pikmin announcement, but that's not Switch 2 specific, right? It's not
No.
a bump or anything. So I'm surprised that this hit before that. But
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. What about you, Trev? Were you surprised?
I wasn't expecting any news per se,
Mm-hmm.
so I guess in that sense I was surprised, but I'm also not surprised that they're just doing a Nintendo Switch 2 edition rather than a new proper entry, because that seems to be Nintendo's pattern of late, is Nintendo Switch 2ify it. And it was
Yes.
one thing to do it on the Wii U, where the Wii U didn't sell well, and but it's another thing to do it with Switch, and especially Animal Crossing. I mean, that's got to be one of the top, I don't know, 3 sellers, probably 50 million copies. So I'll get into my specific feelings as we move on.
Okay, fair enough.
I was both surprised and not surprised, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I think it's the second after Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, I believe, and then Super Smash Brothers. So yeah, it's definitely one of the most popular. And well, for me, I guess I'm not surprised. I was surprised, like you, didn't expect it, this week kind of thing. But not surprised that they're doing a Switch 2 edition. I feel like they're trying something a bit different with this time around because it's not just a Switch 2 edition, it's also a free update to the Switch edition, which is pretty cool because there's actually a lot to it. So you could, and so I feel like we'll get to the details, but the Switch 2 edition doesn't really have that much to it. Like it has improved graphics, of course. It has the mouse controls. It has a megaphone, which is a bit of a gimmick, I suppose, where you shout. Is it just like an animal's name and they come running to you?
I mean, is that even new? I feel like a
I
lot
don't
of the
know.
things they showed, I think were in the 3DS one. I remember like the megaphone. Maybe they didn't call it that. Or like the dream setup with Luna. Like that was maybe worded different, but it's in principle, it's very similar.
Ah, there you go.
So
Yeah, okay.
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, all right, that makes sense. So, well, the Switch 2 edition, let's start with that first because I mean, yeah, it is what they've been doing lately. I think we've kind of talked about whether it's a good or bad thing or not. I mean, would we like to see a new game? Like, probably it's 5 years old now, I suppose. It's maybe time for a new Animal Crossing game.
Closer to 6, actually, I think.
Yeah? Okay.
Like this came out just around at least in the US, it was just around when I think the
Mm.
start of COVID, which was
Mhm.
early 2020.
I wonder I'd love to know what big mega Animal Crossing fans think of this. Like, would they rather have a new game or would they rather have an update to the existing game because they've spent so much time in it? I wonder how, like, and maybe you're probably the closest thing to a big Animal Crossing fan in this team, Trev, maybe? So,
Oh, I thought you were talking to Kirk.
no, I mean, what?
I, I was thinking, I hope she's talking about Trev.
Yeah.
I'm just playing. I'm
Well,
sorry,
I
what was
mean,
your question, Gemma?
well, before we do that, Kirk, do you have Animal Crossing New Horizons?
We do have it as a
Yes.
family.
Mhm.
Tyranny, my wife plays it. Sophie plays it. I think even Sam. They may have set up islands. And Sophie especially. Every
Mhm.
system that we've had, she's had a copy of it on. So I'm very familiar with the game. I've just never
Mm.
never set up my own island or whatever you do. I just watch other people enjoy it.
Yeah, fair enough. We also have it, and yeah, we've set up islands for each of us as well. I haven't played it recently at all, to be honest. I just haven't had time. I think Animal Crossing is, like you said, Trev, it's very popular. It's very cute. I think it would be my favorite of these types of games. Like every time I play or review some sort of crafting sim, I'm always comparing it to Animal Crossing because it's sort of, I don't know, it's got everything. Like I love it. I love it for what it is. It's just I don't have a lot of time for it personally, but I
Mm,
feel like I only have maybe 2 or 3 games in the series, whereas Trev maybe has more, right? Like you seem to know more about the history and you've played multiple entries. So when I talk about how would a fan feel about a Switch 2 edition versus a new game, Trev maybe is the best to answer that from our perspective
okay,
because you're the
I
biggest
get you.
fan of the 3 of us. Would that be
Well,
right?
now I'm trying to think. I have the GameCube one, DS, 3DS,
Mhm.
Switch, and then I also have the spin-offs, Happy Home Designer on 3DS and um, the board game one on Wii U. I can't think of the name.
Ah, yeah, another one, yes.
But yeah, so I guess I do have them all.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Um,
Hmm.
I would say, I hate to be negative, right? Because I like I like New Horizons. It was the game that got me through COVID in a lot of
Mhm.
ways, and for a lot of people, I feel like it came out at just the perfect time when
Mhm.
we were like locked down and we needed to escape,
Yeah, yeah.
the horrors of the real world and lose ourselves in this fantasy world. I've seen a lot of excitement on like Blue Sky from
Mhm.
people who are New Horizon enthusiasts, and I'm happy for them. For me, as more of a fan of just the games in general, I like New Horizon, but I didn't necessarily like a lot of the things they introduced. So, yeah, the fact of the matter is, I've been playing it for nearly 6 years. Jen and I have both sunk a ton of time into it, and I think I'm ready for a new one.
Mhm.
So I'm personally disappointed that we're getting a Switch 2 edition for a game that's already, like I said, probably sold 50 million copies. I'd rather have
Mm.
new content, brand new content, than recycled content with a few extras. Now, having said that, I know for some people this announcement made their day, and I'm genuinely happy for them.
Mhm.
And I want that to come through because I don't just want to sound like I don't get a new game. You know, it's good. And for a lot of people, this is when they think of Animal Crossing, this is what they think of because maybe they didn't play one of the older games. So New
Yeah. Yeah.
Horizon with its sort of building mechanics and crafting and all these things. That's what they identify the series with. So
True.
I think they'll like it, especially since a lot of the content, at least, is going to be in a free update.
Yes, that's true, and that's why I feel like this one is a little bit different because they have the Switch 2 edition, which I assume will be, like $20 or whatever if you own the original Switch version. Then there's a Switch
Did
2
they
edition.
announce? I thought I
Well, they
heard
didn't I
price.
don't think they set a price, but I'm just assuming it'll be similar to, like,
Hmm.
Kirby, right? Wasn't Kirby, like,
I
$20?
thought I heard it was cheaper, but I don't know where I heard it.
Oh, okay. Maybe. Maybe. I
You
mean,
keep talking. I'm gonna
okay,
dig here.
yeah, look it up. Because, yeah, I don't think they mentioned the price in the trailer itself, but like we said, it does come with a few features, and the other one, so we got up to the megaphone, but it also has 12 players online, which seems like fun and kinda crazy in a way, but cool. If you're and like you said, if you're a fan who plays this a lot and has a lot of online friends, then great, you'll love this.
Here's what
Um
I get from Polygon, Gemma, not to
Mhm,
interrupt you.
mhm,
It says, so obviously there's stuff just to the Switch 2 edition, right? The graphics and mouse controls and whatnot.
mhm.
It says players who already own the game, I'm presuming the original, will be able to purchase an upgrade pack for $4.99,
Really?
which is cheap. I knew I heard that number. I'm not sure where they got it from. I don't remember seeing that in
That's
you
very
know,
cheap.
the
What?
trailer at least. So maybe there was a press release in tandem with that I missed. I haven't checked my email
Hmm.
for a few days, so I might have missed that.
Yeah, that's really cheap. So that's good, I think, right? That makes it easier to, I don't know, to justify, I think. And like, especially Kirk, I think you and I have said recently, if you love something, upgrading it for visuals is okay. And for $5, right? I mean, if I'm a huge Animal Crossing fan who sinks hours into this thing every month, still after 6 years, then I'm going to want it to look as good as possible. And I'm going to download for $5, especially. I'm going to download that. And, I'm thinking mouse controls sounds kind of gimmicky, but then when you watch the trailer, it actually looks kind of handy. Like it looks like it makes sense when you're decorating your house. You can move things around really easily. There's those kind of puzzles or whatever that you can do as well. Like it kind of suits that. So great. Let's have that. Put that in. That's wonderful. But like you said, there's heaps of free stuff as well, which makes it, and that's why I think this is different because Nintendo's A made it cheaper, um, and B added all of this free content for existing players. So it's not a new game, and that is disappointing for some people, obviously. But there's a lot coming, a lot of free content. Like this Captain Hotel that you can decorate, like guest
Yeah.
rooms and outfits and all sorts.
Real quick, Gemma, I
Yeah,
just
yeah,
wanted
yeah.
to
Hmm.
comment because
Sure.
there's stuff that's just Switch 2 versus stuff that anybody will be able to get.
Yes.
Now for Switch 2, the main draws are probably like you said, improved graphics.
Hmm.
They did show how the character model was sharper. I don't know who's going to zoom in that close to really appreciate
Yeah.
it, but fair enough.
Uh-huh.
As far as mouse controls, what I was thinking is maybe that'll kind of simulate the effect of stylus controls,
Oh
like with
yeah.
Wild World or New Leaf.
Hmm.
Those who are used to playing it on the clamshelled handhelds may appreciate that for the precision it offers. So
True.
for me, I think mouse controls is even more of a thing than the improved resolution.
Mm.
It is still going to be 30 FPS for what that's worth. Animal Crossing is a slow paced game.
Yeah.
So, but I
Yeah.
know some people are complaining about that. So I'm just
Oh,
mentioning it.
well, there's always someone
I
complaining.
think that's just a common complaint people have stocked up and ready to go,
Yes.
regardless of whether it matters.
Yeah.
I can confirm real quickly, by the way, I do have Nintendo's press release in front of me, and the upgrade is $4.99
Oh,
Oh, okay.
nice.
um,
Yeah.
MSRP. And one other thing they mentioned with the mouse controls, since you were talking about that, is you can now compose handwritten bulletin board messages.
Yes.
I
Mhm.
don't know what that means, but I'm sure it's exciting news for you guys.
Yeah. There's a lot of little improvements like that, which I think is really neat, and so I do hope that, uh, fans like it more than they don't like it. Yeah, like you said, we're not getting a new game. I think this indicates we're not getting a new game for at least a little while. Like, how long would this tide people over for? Another year?
Mm,
Do you reckon?
I don't know. The only hesitation I would think, because 4.99 is cheap.
Mm.
The only hesitation I would think is at this point in the Switch 2's life, a lot of people are already having their system memory filled with a
Mhm.
lot of big releases coming out and more still in the pipeline. So I find myself at this point, like I was playing a game earlier, and Jen's like, "How come you're not playing it on Switch 2?" I said, "Because I don't have to, and I don't have a lot of space." So I'm very particular on what I transfer over. So
Yeah, okay. Mm. Yeah, that's a fair point, I think.
again, I don't seem to be like I'm tossing shade at all these things, just stimulating, discussion
Mhm.
because we're a podcast.
Yeah, that's it. Yes, and of course, we want to hear what our listeners think as well, so tell us if you're fans of Animal Crossing and if you're happy with this update. But in terms of, so I didn't know New Dream World was a thing. Luna's Dream World, whatever it is, Slumber Island. I didn't know that
Well,
was
it is
already.
different in this one. It's not the same as
Mm-hmm.
3DS, but because on 3DS you could see her fall asleep and you could visit other people's like houses.
Mm-hmm.
And here it gives you a lot more. It basically solves a complaint people had, like how you could only have the one island and you can, go
Mm,
nuts. So now
true.
there's a lot more creative options. So if you want to do a serious island, if you want to do a ridiculous island, if you want to do like a horror themed island or whatever,
Yeah.
um,
I just think it's hilarious that the game is about building islands and then you go to sleep and build another island in your dreams. It's like, what? Why would people want to do that? But they do. They do want to do that. So
it's like
good.
when you fall asleep and you dream you're at work and then you wake up and you have
Yes.
to go to work and you're tired.
I don't like those dreams. But for Animal Crossing purposes, it's fun. And I do like that there's a bunch of other things like crossovers, I suppose, like Nintendo items, Lego items, the amiibo scanning side of things, like Zelda and
Man,
Splatoon.
Gemma, this is for you because you love Lego and
Yeah.
you've got,
Yeah.
what'd you say, 100 and some odd amiibo on the last
Yeah.
episode?
Yeah. What was it 103, I think I said? Yeah.
Uh, this is like
So
tailor made for you.
I know. Yeah, I was thinking this is kind of cool. I would like to dress my um, Animal Crossing character up as Princess Zelda. Like I would like to do that and have her run around the island. I think that's really neat. And even I've got some Animal Crossing amiibo as well. So scanning those characters and bringing them in to the island just appeals to me.
Mm.
So I do like that side of it. And of course, the Splatoon ones can visit as well. So yeah, there's a lot to it. And like that, like you said, Lego having a Lego house, that looks really neat. I kind of want to do that too. Will I? Well, maybe. I mean, I have the game, so I probably will, right? Like it's a free update.
It's
So
better than stepping on a real Lego and
I know, like
killing your
when
foot.
the character lies down on the Lego bed in the trailer, I'm like, that's not gonna be comfortable. That's you're not gonna have good dreams. You'll be dreaming of Slumber Island tonight. Yes. Anyway, so yeah, there's a lot to it, especially for the free update part. I think that's pretty neat. So that's why I feel like it's different because I think they've not just trying to get people to do the Switch 2 version. They've got everyone who's on the Switch 1 version. $5 is pretty much like it's nothing, really, right? So I feel like a lot of people will update it. I don't know what the plan is here. Is it just to get people to update? Maybe then to buy a Switch 2? What's the marketing plan? What's the
I
desired
don't
goal?
know.
Mm.
Here, I have 2 points that, again,
Mhm.
I'm gonna sound like I'm down on it, and I love Animal
Yeah.
Crossing. Like,
You
again, I
can
really
only
do.
you can only lead with that so many times before we start to think you really are just down on it.
Hey, look up past issues of the Meg. I had some glowing articles specifically on New Horizons. So, but no, these are, well, one's an observation and one's a question.
Okay.
I was really excited when they showed that you could play like some retro games because I'm like, awesome, that's
Oh,
going
yeah.
back to the
Mhm.
GameCube original. And then they say if you have a Switch Online account. So it kind of defeats the purpose because if you have a Switch Online account, why would you want to play these games in your village when you can just play them from, from the menu? Uh,
Mm.
I don't know. That bugged me. Maybe it didn't bug you guys. But here's my question, and I have not seen any confirmation. Maybe they mentioned it in that press release, Kirk. But do you know if the Happy Home Designer DLC is going to be in the Switch 2 edition, like on the cart, or is that going to be separate purchase on top of $65?
What? Say that again? What are you talking
Okay.
about?
You know how in Animal Crossing New Horizons they have the Happy Home Designer DLC?
Ah, uh-huh.
That's an extra purchase unless you have Switch Online, and then I think you can access it free
Oh, yeah.
while you have an
Mhm,
account. For the
mhm.
Switch 2 release coming out 6 years later, are they going to have that content on the cart, or is that going to
Hmm.
be a separate purchase on top of the $65 Switch 2 edition? Because then you're going up approaching $100.
Yeah, okay.
The press release makes no mention of that at all. Nothing.
Mm.
Nothing on DLC or
Mm,
on Happy Home Designer.
That gives me some pause.
Do you think most people with Animal Crossing would be using the online connectivity or not? Just wondering if we can assume that a lot of people would have the Switch Online so that they can connect to islands, etc.
They might have the base online. I don't know if they have the what do they call the deluxe one now?
Is it Plus?
Because the deluxe one is what gives you content that the base one does not.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that
So
is a
I
good
don't know how
question.
many have that. I think that would be much lower.
Mm. Yeah, I think, but your first point about playing games in game, I get what you're saying. I feel like a lot of people probably aren't like if you have Switch Online, I don't know that everyone would be going back and playing retro games unless you're mega fans like us, maybe. I don't know. Like even I haven't played a whole lot of them. So I feel like it's a way to almost advertise it. Like you're playing Animal Crossing and you're having a great time. You discover you can play games. Maybe you already have an online account and then you're like, oh, well, I can just play these games in Animal Crossing. Wonderful. Maybe you don't and you're like, oh, well, maybe I should just pay $10, whatever the price is. I don't even know. For online, it's not that expensive, but maybe it's just a way to maybe that's their marketing there. That's what they're trying to encourage. Or maybe it's just to, you know, make people more aware of it. Because I bet a lot of people don't even know. They only get the online so they can play online. They're not even looking at the retro games a lot of the
Mm,
time.
that's a fair
Potentially.
point.
Hmm.
Yeah, you might be right.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so any other thoughts on Animal Crossing before we move on to some other news? Because that's a lot there. It is a huge update. The trailer's about 12 minutes. You can watch it on Nintendo America's channel. If you're listening to this on YouTube, you will have seen bits and pieces while we're talking because I'll splice it in with our conversation. But yeah, anything else? Any final thoughts before we do move on from anybody? Nope.
I need to correct myself. I keep calling it Happy Home Designer because that's what it was called on the 3DS. On the Switch, it's Happy Home Paradise.
Oh, there you go.
And it
Well,
is extra content, but
mm,
I will just make this one point. Even if you're Switch Online, you can't access it for free unless you have the expansion pack.
right. Okay.
So I
So,
really hope this is on the cart, and maybe
mm,
I'll try to find an answer for that as we go
yeah.
on. But just something to think about.
Yeah. Do we know how much that the DLC is if you don't have the online expansion? Like, is it 20, 40? What is it?
It's not 40. I think it was closer to 20.
Mhm. Okay. So, yeah, hopefully it is. Yeah, I would agree with you there that it should be included because it is a 6-year-old game. So, why not include that or at least make it free without the online?
And it's not a game that needs to make its money back. I mean,
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
it's been in pure profit territory since the first week of COVID. I mean, people just
Yes.
gobbled that game up, and I was one of
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
$25 for Happy Home Paradise.
Okay. There you go. And I would like to see if there was a new Animal Crossing, and they might do this. They might even do this with the Switch 2 edition, but you know, an Animal Crossing themed Switch 2 would be kind of cool, right? Like it's
Yeah,
I do love the cuteness of it and the
I mean, they've had it
colors.
for the base model,
Yeah.
so why not
So
switch to?
yeah. Anyway, we'll see. So January 15th, that comes out. Let us know your thoughts. Let's move on to something completely different, which is Resident Evil Requiem. Like the very opposite spectrum of gaming, I think, from Animal Crossing to Resident Evil. But this was a surprise from Capcom that there is a controller, a Switch 2 Pro controller, in fact, that's launching on February 27th, which I believe is the same day the game comes out on Switch 2, and it's themed. It's a Requiem themed controller, which is pretty neat. It's available for pre-order now, I think, on the My Nintendo store. It's not cheap. I think it's like, oh, this might be Australian price though. I think it was 137 or something weird like that. That must be Australian prices. The Australian price for the Switch 2 Pro controller, I think, is like 110 or something, 120, something like that. So it is more than the uh, standard. I don't know how much it is in the US, sorry. Do you guys happen to know off the top of your head?
It looks like it's 135.
Oh, so that was the American
Whoa,
price.
really? Did it
Okay.
go
Yeah,
up?
That
unless,
was the
well, no,
US
maybe
price.
I am. Yeah, it's showing the US dollar symbol. Let's see.
Oh,
US
okay.
Man,
dollar.
tariffs
Yeah.
hit
Okay.
hard if that's I thought it was cheaper.
All right.
Oh,
Let me confirm that.
because the link I put in the notes is a VOOX, so that is an Australian site, so they probably
All
put
right.
Australian prices, sorry, which is where I got it
No,
from.
I thought
you
it was like
mentioned that, and I
90 or
still
something,
said it.
Yeah, okay.
95.
Yeah, but it is a thing. It's, it has some newspaper clippings or something on it, so it's meant to look like bits and pieces of, I don't know, the lore, I suppose, on the controller, so it looks pretty. I don't know if you like the look of it or not. That's going to be a personal choice. But it's not black though. I have to say the picture looks black. It's actually gunmetal grey apparently.
Oh,
So
okay. It did look black.
it does. Yeah, I thought so too. I think the article does say that. But yeah, it's sorry, Kirk.
Yeah, I got the price. $100,
Okay.
and it is already sold out at Nintendo.com. So
Wow.
if you are interested, hunt it down quickly.
Yeah. 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 That's cool. I'm not surprised. I think it is. I love a themed controller. You guys know I have my Tears of the Kingdom themed Pro controller for Switch One. I did love that thing. So I think it's a great idea. And of course, we're all excited that Resident Evil Requiem is coming to the Switch too. It's a huge, huge game in the series, the third in the series, right? Of this, what is it, Resident Evil 9, really? But of this three part,
Sub-series,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I guess.
hmm So it's awesome news. And the other thing is that there is an amiibo coming. There's no picture of this yet that I could see, but it comes out a bit later. I think they said winter. And it's Grace Ashcroft, who is a character from the game, I'm assuming. I don't actually know that. Sorry.
That's weird. I didn't see a picture either. You think they would have showed
Yeah, I feel
more
like the article
information?
even mentioned that. There's no picture available, which is weird. Maybe it's in the trailer. So Capcom had, I think it was some sort of video presentation about whatever, like a direct, like their style of a direct, maybe, or a year wrap up or something like that, where they announced these couple of items. So potentially it was in there, but I would think if it was in there, the article would have like screen capped it and put it into the article. Like that's what I would do.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I don't think there's a visual just yet, but just the announcement that it's coming. And there's also a bundle of all three games in this sub trilogy, like Trev said. So the Switch 2 version there will be a three, like a bundled version that you can get as well. So if you wanted to play 7, 8, and 9, you can do that, which is kind of cool. I think that
They're
was
game key
maybe
cards, right?
probably, I don't know.
I think so. I'm looking at a box cover right now, and it's got that white band on the bottom. Like
Mm,
I can't read the text, but I'm familiar with the white band.
yeah.
Yeah, right. Yes. So, yeah, game key card, I guess, is not going away anytime soon. And I think Capcom, what did they release? Was it Street Fighter 6? That was game key card, wasn't it? So,
Mm.
yeah.
And that also had amiibo.
It did. Yeah. That's true.
Did
So
you get
yeah.
any of those?
No, actually, I haven't
Oh,
yet. I wanted to, and I just haven't got
yet.
around to it. Yes, yeah, I have to preface that. I'm gonna put Amiibo on my Christmas wish list, Kirk. You know how you're doing like Metroid
Oh yeah,
or Hyrule or whatever, but yeah,
both.
both, yeah. Yes. Amiibo is on my wish list because there's too many for me to buy as they come out at the moment. But I did, like I said, I bought like I said when this happened, I did buy the new Zelda ones when the Switch 2 launched. So yeah, my collection is growing steadily. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Like I said, I love a theme controller. Kirk, you just said they're sold out. So yeah, that means I guess they're popular. I don't know how many of these things there will be, but I'd love to hear if someone has pre-ordered it. And yeah, that's neat. Shall we move on to more gaming news? Luigi's Mansion. We briefly mentioned this last week that it was coming out. It came out on the 30th of October, just in time for Halloween, on the Switch Online, I guess, expansion, right, for Switch 2. So it's a GameCube title. Has anyone of us managed to try it before the show?
No,
I have
No.
not.
Oh, me neither, sadly. I completely forgot,
and we
actually.
should, because
We
I
should.
think I mentioned that's one of the first games Tyrion and I put. We're talking about Luigi's Mansion, right?
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
for the
yeah. The
record.
first one for GameCube.
I
Yes.
was distracted because I was looking up Resident Evil Pro Controller at Best Buy, and it's still available for pre-order there. So
Ah, cool.
there's still hope as of the time we're
Yes.
recording this.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Very cool.
Yeah, but no, I will definitely play. Or I probably won't play through the whole thing again, but we'll pick it up and play it
Mm.
for
Yes,
memory's sake.
definitely. Me too. Were you a fan, Trev? I assume you were.
You would assume, but I have never played a Luigi's Mansion game.
Oh my
Not
goodness.
any of them.
How is
Not
that possible?
any of them. It's funny. I remember when it was in the waning days of the 3DS when they re-released the GameCube one on 3DS, and I was
Mhm.
like, oh, for people maybe who missed it, and I think Justin ended up reviewing it. Um, yeah, just one of those I've never played, you know.
Wow.
But
Well,
I am a fan of who is it, Professor
egad.
Egad,
Yeah.
because I think he was the same one who did in Mario Sunshine, right? He's the one who built Mario's water peck.
Yeah, I think so,
Yeah.
right?
So I want to see more Egad. I want the Professor Egad amiibo. Not knocking the Resident Evil one, but I want Egad.
That
They
would be
need
cool.
to they need to add him to Mario Kart World at all.
Yeah.
Yes, Smash Brothers.
Hey, for that
And
matter, is the
actually
Luigi's Mansion track? Do they? I know they have like the theater track, but bring back the classic Luigi's Mansion track.
yes, that was a good one. But speaking of amiibo, there's no Luigi's Mansion amiibo, is there? Which is a surprise. They didn't
I
release
don't
one
think so.
with Luigi's Mansion 3, did they? Oh, a Gooigi one would be cool too. There's too many options. Yeah, well, maybe when and if they get to Luigi's Mansion 4, maybe there'll be some amiibo. And maybe as a result of this release of the original Luigi's Mansion, people have been talking a lot about Luigi's Mansion 4. Rumors are across the interwebs. There's no truth to them at this point. People just want the game, I think. We all do. There's a lot of love there for Luigi's Mansion. So when did the first one come out? That must be 20 odd years ago now for GameCube, right?
It was a GameCube launch title, so 2001.
Yeah, right. So 24 years ago. And the third one, that's a couple years old now. I can
See,
see
I was
Luigi.
playing Wave Race Blue Storm. That's why,
Oh,
when you're
okay.
young, there's only so many games you can get.
Well, Kirk and I chose Luigi's Mansion 4. So I mean Luigi's Mansion, sorry. We chose Luigi's Mansion on the GameCube. So there you go. But I'm glad Wave Race, whatever it was called, had some love as well. So
Not much. How many does Luigi Mansion have? Three? Wave Race only has. Well, I guess it has three if you count the Game Boy one, but who counts that?
I didn't even know that existed. So there you go. I can only
Hmm.
imagine what it's like.
You know what? I
Um,
want to ask you guys because
yeah.
I haven't played the games, but would you like to see Luigi get out of the mansion and be like Luigi's like hotel or something? Because thinking back to like Sunshine, I was talking about EGAD, they had that hotel that was full of booze. Like, would you like to see him go into a hotel or a resort
Well,
or like a
he did.
skyscraper?
Should should we interrupt him now
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
let him finish?
No, please do.
You go, Kirk.
Was it 3 that took place in the hotel, or
Yeah.
was it 2? Yeah.
I think it
Okay.
was
Yes.
3. Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah. We're not in Luigi's Mansion in in every game. They're set
wow.
in different locations.
Yes. Yes. So yeah, he was in a hotel
Yeah.
in the third one, I believe, and it had like different levels, right? Each level was kind of themed, sort
Yeah.
of thing. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, they had a whole
Cool.
bus ride. Like they left the mansion at the beginning.
Yeah,
They
that's right.
did they won a trip or something. I can't remember, but yeah, they were all like in a van or a bus traveling to the hotel, and I think it's been some like Luigi may have been nervous about it. There was something, and everyone else was all excited, and he was like, I don't know,
He had that
but
sixth
I could be
sense.
wrong on that.
You know what's
Mm.
funny? I think I knew that, and I might have just blocked it out because
Yep.
not that it's important for listeners, but Luigi's Mansion 3 was the last easy first party code I got from Nintendo of America. And
Oh, okay.
ever since then, it's been pulling teeth. So
Yeah.
there's some trauma
When
for me.
when we were playing Luigi's Mansion 3, we were because the whole family did. In fact, Tyranny and Max were playing it, and then Sam and I were playing it. We were racing each other to see who was going to be able to finish it first. And Tyranny and Max won. Um, but we were trying to figure out where they would have Luigi's Mansion 4 take place.
Mm. What did you come up
And
with? Any
well, I
ideas?
think we decided it needs to be on like a ghost ship.
Oh, that would be
like
cool.
a cruise ship, so that we still have the
Daisy's
mansion
Cruiser.
approach. Yeah, see,
Yeah. Or like a theme park, like a haunted theme park or something.
oh yeah, yeah.
That could be fun. A ship reminds me of I don't know, was it Wind Waker? Which Zelda game?
Oh yeah, I
You
had the ghost ship.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That reminds me of that. That would be neat. So many options available. So yeah, I can definitely see a Luigi's Mansion 4 in our future. I'm sure Nintendo is working on a new game and
If it's a theme park, they got to bring in Scoob in the gang. 'Cause,
yeah.
like,
Well, that would be a big game, like a theme park. You could go nuts. Like it could be huge. What was the one you reviewed? Was it last year, Trev? There was a theme park, a horror themed theme park game that you quite
oh
liked.
yeah, Crow, Crow County.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that
That was a
one.
great game.
Mm, yeah. So who knows?
Well,
I
they
reckon.
could really go meta with it and have it take place at a Super Nintendo world.
Oh yeah. That's a great idea.
Wow.
Yeah, haunted Super Nintendo world. Or even just have little areas like, yeah, the Mario sorry, Donkey Kong Country Land, whatever it is that's there now, and the Mario Kart ride and things like that. Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know
I
what they're
think it's
gonna
on a
do?
haunted Mario Kart ride. It's perfect.
Yes.
They're gonna update Switch Welcome Tour and have Luigi walk on the innards of the Switch, sucking up
Um,
microchips.
Now, would that be available for an upgrade price for people who already bought the
Welcome
welcome
to
tour? Or
yeah. That would
Uh,
be fun DLC, wouldn't it? Like a little Halloween, even just a free update to Welcome Tour. Have Luigi just wander around sucking up bits of plastic or
uh,
whatever, microchips. That would be cool. Yeah.
there's
Anyway.
some residue from Joy-Con drift. Here, let's suck that up.
Yes. Very cool. All right, let's move on. I think let us know, listeners, if you have been playing Luigi's Mansion, if you would like to see Luigi's Mansion 4, and where you think it should be set. I think that's a good question. Let's move on to the next piece of news, which is a really interesting random thing that Nintendo's doing, which is releasing a vinyl version of Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild soundtrack. I love this. I don't have any vinyl. I'm not a collector. I know a lot of people are. I would love to be a collector, but I already collect Amiibo, so I think I gotta stop somewhere. But you guys might have something to say about this potentially.
I know Kirk has something to say on vinyl in general.
well, I actually have something fun to mention on this first.
Okay.
As we were driving back from the store today, we were listening to a radio station near me, classic rock radio, 97.5 WONE. And they mentioned this. Like,
Really?
yeah, the DJ was talking about it and how excited she was that in what I think she said February it comes out. Is it that far off? I don't know for sure. But yeah, and I thought, why is a classic rock radio station talking about an LP release of Zelda music?
Yeah.
It's not really classic rock, but so it's at least on the radar. And I thought, oh well, great,
That's
I'll take it.
cool. It comes out in June
June.
2026, 19th of
Okay,
June.
all right,
Yes, so
all right.
a few months
It's
away,
quite a
quite a
long
few months away.
time. Yeah,
Yeah, it
wow.
is away, ways away, but it is an extremely good-looking pack of vinyls. Like, it's got how many in there? 8 LPs? There's 2 versions, a collectible double LP or a premium 8 LP box set. And if there's a picture, if you're again on YouTube, you'll see this, but it's when they lay it out, it just looks so beautiful. Like the cover work and the actual vinyls themselves look really lovely. As I said, I'm not a vinyl. I don't have a record player or anything like that. I don't own any vinyl at all. But I know a lot of people do collect them. I've got some really good friends who love their vinyl. So I think this is really cool for people who are into that sort of thing. Trev, thoughts?
Yeah. I'm sorry. I keep thinking about every time you say vinyl, I'm imagining
What?
Kirk.
Can I jump in here
Oh
real
yeah,
quickly?
we didn't hear the other part of Kirk's little spiel there. What's triggering about the word vinyl?
As a guy who is buying records all his life and
Mhm.
still buys them, the fact that people refer to them now as vinyl is just nails on a chalkboard to me.
Okay, why? What should they be referred to as?
That's simply the material that they're pressed onto. I
Okay.
mean, it's like calling a cassette a plastic.
Right.
It drives me nuts. Yeah, they're just records. Or you use the word LP. I will take that. That stands for long play.
Mhm, mhm.
and because they were bigger records, they played longer, so they referred to them as long as played. But yeah, again, everyone calls them vinyl. I'm not trying to change your vernacular at all. You can call them what you like. But yeah, it just drives me nuts.
Wow. Well,
Records.
I didn't know that, so thank you for bringing that to my attention. I'll try not to
Well,
call them
well, I'm the outlier now. Yeah, that's just what everyone refers to them as, and I don't know why. It drives me crazy.
So back
Just
in the, like, 70s, 80s, what did they call them? Just
we just
records?
call them records.
When
You
did it
could buy a
become
Yeah.
vinyl?
record. You
Hmm.
could
I
buy
never
a
heard the word
cassette.
vinyl until
That's
recent years.
yeah,
Yeah.
records when they died away and were replaced with CDs for some reason when they started coming back into fashion, people refer to them as vinyls. And
Right.
yeah,
There you go. Well, I learned something new today. The more you know,
I
right?
wonder in Australia though, what have you known him as, Gemma?
Well, I mean, vinyl sounds right to me, but only because that's what people refer to them now as.
Could
But
just be like a regional thing. Like, do you remember as a kid?
they were just records. Like my mum had a lot of records when I was growing up, so she
Yeah.
had a record player, so I'm familiar with them. But
yeah,
uh,
we had record players. We went to record stores. We had record collections. Nobody called them vinyls.
yeah, no, I don't think they did even back then.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna go to the vinyl store.
the vinyl store. Yeah. Hmm. So, anyone going to buy this out of you guys?
No,
No,
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, I never answered you, Gemma.
Trev.
I probably won't, but I do. I probably won't buy it as a record. Now, if they bring it as a magnetic, like a magnetic tape,
I was like, what?
maybe.
what do we call CDs? What are they made out of? I don't even know.
Uh,
I know they explode in the
it's
microwave.
like
It's got
polycarbonate, something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I am happy though that because so many great soundtracks have been stuck in Japan, and
Mm, mhm,
like Breath of the Wild isn't one of my favorite Zelda soundtracks, but it's still beautiful.
mm.
The tunes are still high quality, and I'm just excited by the prospect of not having to potentially import, a game soundtrack that's held captive overseas. Because I
Yeah.
think there's never really been that market in America. At least it's more of a enthusiast niche. So I
Mm.
hope this leads to more things, and there's just so many options. So
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
yeah,
Cool.
and they really are great soundtracks too.
They are. This is something you could just put on and listen to and
Yeah.
enjoy. Yeah.
yeah, they're
It's
beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why they have the symphony-based versions that tour
Hmm.
around. I would love to see that. I don't know if they've been to
Oh,
Australia. If they have, I've missed them, and I would love them to come back, but that would be impressive. Yeah. You guys haven't been to that, have you? Like the live.
No, they it came near me once, and I was thinking of going, but
Mm,
the prices were pretty high for
yeah.
what I thought it was, and I, of course, would be taking my family to it, so I didn't.
Yeah, that's true. Well, concerts these days are very expensive, honestly. Hmm.
Yeah.
Anyway, everything's expensive, but that's okay. Let's continue. We just very quickly wanted to mention, speaking of music and soundtracks, that Nintendo Music is now 1 year old, as in the app, the Nintendo Music app. It's launched October, I'm pretty sure it was October 2024. So yeah, it's hit the 1 year anniversary. To celebrate, did they do much? Not really, but they did update, I think, some playlists with Animal Crossing music, which kind of coincides with the previous announcement that we mentioned at the top of the show, with the new Animal Crossing edition coming. But yeah,
hourly tracks.
sorry,
Oh, hourly tracks. That's what
hourly
they.
tracks.
Yeah, 'cause each day or each hour of the game, the
Ah,
tune
yes, of
changes,
course. Hmm.
and even depending on like the weather and stuff too. So that's why
Mm.
a lot of these, I think, a lot of these tunes maybe people might have never heard because who's
Yeah,
playing Animal Crossing at 3 in the morning?
yeah, that's true. Yeah, so that's kind of neat.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah. So it's there. The soundtracks are steadily growing. I don't think we found out if Luigi's Mansion, if he made the little noise, if he sung along, did his humming. I didn't. Sorry, Kirk. So I can't confirm or deny whether that happens yet for you to download it. Trev, did you do that? Did you find out?
Say that again. I'm sorry.
Oh, remember Kirk said he would actually download Nintendo Music. if
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Luigi
yeah, yeah.
hummed along to the tunes.
Yeah. I don't you know what? I think I did listen to they had like they had a what they call it, a spooky playlist or something.
Mhm, mhm,
And I did listen to a few of them. I don't specifically remember though, so I
mm.
apologize.
Oh, that's okay. I didn't forget, I just haven't got around to checking, so sorry, Kirk.
Yeah. I did listen to some of them. I just bad memory. Yeah,
Yeah.
in the spooky playlist,
Mm,
the opening scene from Luigi's Mansion, that tune was the fourth one on the playlist, so I definitely heard it, but the little noises don't stick out of my mind, so maybe they didn't have it, or maybe I just wasn't paying attention.
yeah, that's okay. We'll find out.
Well, yeah, they could do that with any song, really. I don't care. Just have
Yeah.
Luigi humming along with any of it, and that'll be enough for me to give it a download.
I love that. I do love that. Last bit of news, the big game of this week that's coming out from Nintendo is Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. So this is the next, first party title. I think all three of us are quite excited by this one. I think we're all looking forward to playing it. Um, Anything you wanted to say before the release? Hopefully we'll talk about it next week on the show. That'll be our main game. If we are able to get it. Not Kirk because he's waiting for Christmas, but Trev and I maybe, hopefully. Yeah, anything you wanted to say about that one before we go to Kirk's segment?
Uh, no, I regret replaying one of the older games recently in preparation because I feel like
Ah.
it burned me out a little bit.
Oh.
Um, I probably should have spaced it out better, but
Yeah.
yeah, I'm still excited for it. I'm excited to see how it runs on Switch 2. I'm excited to hear how fans respond to
Mm.
like the story beats and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
yeah, there's a lot of big games though. It's like boom, boom, boom. We get a
I
couple
know.
weeks and then there's another one. So
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
hope it doesn't get lost in the shuffle.
Yeah, because it's going to be 2 weeks apart. There's this, then 2 weeks later there's Kirby, and then 2 weeks later there's Metroid. It's like 3, in
Yeah,
a row. And I mean, Pokemon wasn't that long ago either. So,
yeah, that was only 2 weeks ago too.
yeah. Is that right? So yeah, there's like 4 in a row. That's crazy. Yeah, this is the season. If you're a Nintendo fan, there's got to be a game here for you out of these 4, honestly. So and we will touch on Pokemon again later. But let's get to Kirk's column, which I think is a nice name.
We need a little ditty for
We
Kirk's
do.
column.
Yeah.
I'll start singing something next time.
You can just
As
I
hum.
don't know if
Luigi.
Kirk's column is my official title yet. That's still just sitting there.
Okay.
I don't know. Inspiration will hit eventually.
Yeah.
Today my game is, and I lost it here. I mean, I know what it is, but I'm trying to pull up the press release on it. The game is Raiden Fighters Remix Collection,
Cool.
which is a collection of Raiden 1, 2, and 3. I don't know if people will remember these games. They were what, shmups.
Mm. Mhm.
Um, and really, really good ones. Like you could play these in the arcade, so the kind you'd go up and play. You'd be able to sit there for a while. A lot of fun. I think it's 4, 5, and 6 may already be available for the Switch individually, but this is a collection that's coming out physically and digitally, and I guess that's really all I have to say about it. Other than that, if you're into shmups, especially in historical ones, then you definitely want to be looking forward to this because, like I said, they were among the best.
Yeah, and it comes out February 26th, and, yeah, originally released in the 1990s, I guess, the series started. But I love that you said it's also a physical release. Do we know if it's game key card?
Let me pull that up. I don't know if they've announced that yet.
'Cause, yeah, collectors, I guess, like you said, people who love
let
I
me
this
see.
article I found just says physically or digitally. Doesn't say what type of physical, but that's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, it's same here. It's just kind of
Mm.
announced. It does say that what all are we getting? Quality life updates. There's a retry feature, a beginner friendly feature. So if you're not good at these games, now you could get further than you did before. And yes, I have taken advantage of that on games like this and other games quite often.
Yes.
You can control the background music. I believe what this includes, I've talked about it as a collection and haven't really said what it is, other than the first three games. It includes both the Japanese and international versions of the Raiden Fighters trilogy, which are the first three games: Raiden Fighters 2, and Raiden Fighters Jet. Which it says in the press release are regarded as masterpieces within the franchise. But they didn't put it in quotes, so I'll trust them.
Yeah. I wonder if it'll do the thing where you can tilt your Switch vertically, because it's like one of those, like it's a vertical shooter, right? Like it's a, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, let me
Yeah,
see.
that would be cool.
It
Oh, what do they call
doesn't.
it? Tape mode?
Yeah, Tate mode. Yeah, I wonder if they'll have that option. That'd be neat.
It doesn't. It's not mentioned in the release. It does talk a little bit about the physical package, which it says it features a completely new main visual. I assume that's just the box.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so they mention all that here without a whole lot of detail on what that package will actually be. But we don't have long to wait. February 26th of 2026. So
Yeah, nice.
look forward to it.
I
Yeah.
see tape mode, but I think this is an AI thing, so I
Ah.
wouldn't trust it. I hate that how you Google something and the top thing is like AI. Like I want to disable that.
Yeah, and half the time it's wrong. Like I'll ask it a question and it answers incorrectly. And I'm like, I know for a fact that that is wrong. Like how? Where are you getting information from? So yeah, not good.
Kirk, do
Anyway.
you know? Because I love the original Raiden, whatever. Um, so the Raiden Fighters, that's like a spin-off of the regular Raiden, or like a cousin of it, or do you know?
I want to say it is kind of a spin-off, but I'm trying to remember the original and I don't recall it being a whole lot different. So it's possible my memories are jumbled, or it's possible that it was a spin-off in name and not in gameplay. I don't know.
Okay.
Hmm. Yeah. Either way, very cool. Thank you for bringing that to our attention, Kirk.
And one thing I want to point out here, because I read a little bit more about this. Speaking of the beginner-friendly feature,
Hmm.
a special mode has been added in which enemies do not fire bullets at the player.
Oh,
So there's your beginner-friendly feature.
that's wow.
Yeah, enemies will not attack you.
That sounds like the Pikmin update, Pikmin 4 update. Where the
Will
enemies
they
don't
try
attack
to like
you.
slam into you at least, or
I would assume that there's got to be something else going on. Yeah, that will add some
You'd
challenge.
feel kind of bad shooting them
But
down, wouldn't you? Because they're not attacking
yeah,
you. You'd be like, why am I attacking them? Hmm.
it's a bullet hell without the bullet hell.
Yes.
bullet
Hmm.
heck?
Bullet heck.
Bullet walk, bullet
Yeah.
cakewalk.
Thank you. Thank you, Kirk. Yeah, I remember Raiden from the arcades. Or Raiden Fighters. I don't know which one it was, but yeah, I love a good top-down shooter like that. Very nice.
Yeah, they're fun to pick up, like, and just play through for 10, 15 minutes. I mean, unless you're really good at them, and then move on to something else.
Yeah.
I've always enjoyed these when I get games like this for review.
Yeah, definitely. Very cool. And that's just the Switch 1 version. That's not specifically for Switch 2 or anything, is it?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's coming to PS4, PS5, and Nintendo Switch.
Nice. Awesome. Thank you, Kirk.
Mhm.
Let's move on to the games we're playing. And let's begin with you, Trev, because you have just published your review for Pokemon Legends CA, if I'm not
I
mistaken. Have you published
did.
it? Yes, you have published
Yes,
it. Yes, because I saw it on Blue Sky.
yes, I did.
Hmm.
I published it yesterday as we're recording, and this will be up Monday, so it'll have been up there a few days. Hopefully, people have a chance to take a look. I gave it a 9, and
Yeah, very cool.
I don't throw out 9s very often, so
You don't? I was very impressed because I've been playing it alongside you as well. Probably not as far as you are because you were reviewing it, but totally agree with your review. So thank you. And yeah, do you want to give us the highlights? Yeah.
yeah, no, it was great. I mean, I expected to like it,
Hmm.
but being just confined to the city, I'm like, will I like this as much as Arceus, whatever? And I might actually like it more. I need to
Yeah.
go back and replay to
Hmm.
refresh myself, but I think people are so focused on maybe size
Hmm.
that open world doesn't necessarily mean a whole lot if the world is mostly empty.
Yeah.
I feel like Luminous City has got more to it than meets the eye.
Yeah. Mhm.
especially if you're not just focused on the main tale. Like I've pretty much done every side quest, and they just keep coming, and they're interesting. It's not like, oh, I need a potion or something weak. They're actually interesting elements that
Mhm.
add to it. So that's been a highlight for me. This is the first Pokemon game where I want to fill my Pokedex.
Mhm.
Probably not going to happen because a lot of them are. I looked up, oh, this can only evolve if you trade this character with another character, like while it's raining, and you have this in your inventory. Like, I don't know how people would know that. Um,
Yeah, no,
I don't know if
never.
that's a status quo for the series, even. Um, but anyway, it's ultimately minor, and that's why I chose not to focus a lot on it.
Mhm.
Um, where are you, Gemma? I know last week's show you said you were like rank F or something. Like, have you played much this
Yeah.
week?
Yeah, I have. I haven't ranked up too much though. I'm rank E at the moment. I'm almost rank D. I just need some more. I've got my challenger. No, I haven't got my challenger ticket. I've got my challenger, but I'm like 28,000 out of 35,000 points, and my
Mm,
night has just ended. But I've been doing the Mega Evolve, um, like side quests or whatever with the hotel. So I've been concentrating
yeah,
on that and not so much on the battle royale. So I've done 2 rounds of those Mega Evolve battles with my, friends, if you know where that is. Yeah. So I think
yeah.
I've just beaten the 3rd of the 2nd set. Who was that? Who was that? Who was that? Trying to think. But all the people in my party now can Mega Evolve. Like I've got 6 Mega Evolved
Nice.
Pokemon, which is awesome. So, yeah, I'm loving it. I'm playing it a lot. I'm just Hayden, my son, is actually playing it right now, like in the background while I'm recording.
Oh,
So
excellent.
he's a little bit behind because he started later than you and I did, but yeah, he's also loving it. So,
And I'm glad you said that because that's a point for me. Initially, when I first started playing, I
Mhm.
told Jen, I'm like, yeah, this is a $70 game. She's like, really? That seems high. But here we are a couple weeks later, and both of us, we both on our own profiles probably put in over 40 hours each.
Mm.
So, and like you're playing it and Hayden's playing it. So that's why I made a point of saying if you have family that's going to play this, you're definitely going to get your money's worth.
Yeah,
There's
absolutely.
just a lot of content.
Yes, it is. I'm really glad you mentioned Lumio City as being um, varied and bigger than it seems because yeah, a lot of people have been complaining about that, but I totally agree. There's plenty to do, and I'm very happy with it not being open world. I think having it contained just feels more focused, but I'm not at a loss for things to do at all. There's people everywhere. There's shops. There's wild zones keep popping up all over the place. And
Yeah.
they, yeah, and they can get really challenging. Like you go in to catch, I'm trying to catch all the Pokemon in the wild zones, of course, and you get swarmed by like 5 or 6 Pokemon at once. These wild
Oh,
Pokemon, 6 or 7.
it's ridiculous. I was trying to fight like an alpha, and then all of a
Yeah,
sudden, all these little guys popped out,
yeah, yeah.
and it's like I can deal with one of you, but I can't deal with like 4 or 5 at once.
Yes, exactly. So, you have to kind of do your best. And then if you don't make it, you can use your potions or whatnot. But I run
Yeah.
away half the time, like, no, it's too much. I'm
Oh
sorry.
yeah. Me too. But
And
yeah, there
then,
is a lot of the buildings you run by that you can't get in maybe earlier. You might
mhm,
get in later.
yeah,
And
yeah.
like I was surprised to discover you could go in the sewers. I hope that's not a spoiler, but
Oh, I haven't done that
uh,
yet. That's cool.
oh yeah. I did mention it in the review. I don't think it's a spoiler, but I mean anything can be, I guess,
I mean,
if you want to throw this.
there's the sewer grates everywhere, so that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
And it just and I'm throwing this out there for Kirk. I know maybe it's not your type of game, but it does have some of that RPG-ish melodrama. So, especially at the end.
Hmm. And the battles are really fun too. So you should give it a try, Kirk. Maybe one day.
If I could work it in.
Yeah, you got enough to play.
You
What's
gonna add
this?
it to your wish list there, Kirk?
Well, the other problem is, what if I enjoy it? What if I love it? And then I got to go back to all these previous Pokemon games. I just
Yeah,
can't do that to myself.
Mm,
Let's start
there
fresh.
is a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, that's a can of worms right there. What's with the sweepstakes, Trev?
Oh yeah, there's a My Nintendo type of package that you can. Uh, we've talked about this before on the show. Cash in some of your platinum points or whatever to enter a sweepstake. I never win them, but
Mm.
you can get like a bag, a water bottle, I don't know, a calendar or something. Some little physical goodies.
Yeah,
They call it adventure pack sweepstakes. So
cool. Yeah.
I'm not sure how long it runs for, but you can do up to 5 entries. And yeah, you get a backpack. It's a blanket. I was looking at this. I thought it was a calendar. It's a blanket.
Oh,
My
I thought it was a
goodness.
poster, but yeah, okay.
Oh wow. And a water bottle, stainless steel water bottle. So
Hmm, I kinda like the
yeah,
blanket, actually. Hmm.
I can't believe I thought that was a calendar. I don't know why.
Well, it's rectangular, and it looks like it could be flipped over. Yeah,
Yeah,
I could
maybe.
see that. Hmm,
There
very
you go.
neat.
Keep you warm during the winter.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, well, we're coming into summer over here, but for you guys, sure.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I forgot.
Yes, very
Yeah,
cool. Well,
great
I'm
game
glad.
though. I'm still playing it, even though I
Yeah,
posted the review. So that tells you how much I'm enjoying it.
nice. Yeah, I think it's great. It would definitely be in my top 10 games of the year, I think, at this point. So, yeah,
Mm,
we'll see. I'm looking forward to our although we still have 3 big games to come out, don't we? So, it's gonna be
yeah,
hard. It's gonna be a tough one this year, but yeah, definitely, looking forward to that
we
conversation.
already know Kirk's his persona. He gave it away last week.
Oh, there's still time. There are still releases coming. Let's pump the brakes a minute.
Yeah. Nice. Alright, well, let's move on to some other games we're playing, unless you had more Pokemon stuff to
Oh
mention.
no, I've talked long enough.
Yeah, we could do a whole episode on Pokemon now that we've had so much time with it, but let's move on. We're running out of time rapidly. I am playing some DLC for a game that I reviewed a little while ago now, which is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Splintered Fate. You guys might remember me talking about this a few times because they've had
Hmm.
DLC in the past as well. There is another round of DLC, and so I love that they're supporting the game this way. This is called the Metalhead DLC. So there's a new character who is Metalhead. If you're familiar with the turtles, you'll know who that is. He's like a robotic turtle. So he's playable. And there's also a new mode or modes. I don't know. I think it's a mode. It's arcade mode, but there's like 6 different ways to play, and it's you know you have the story mode existing. This is like a roguelike version of Turtles where you do runs and you try to get to the end, but they've added these little arcadey modes where you can choose your difficulty. There's easy, medium, and hard, and they give you like how long the run takes, like 15 minutes for the easy one, for example. So you can just do a quick run and play that way. So it's sort of just room after room of enemies, but it's much faster, more compact than the story mode. So you can just jump in and have a game with your friends, kind of thing, which is really neat. So I've had a go. I'm really enjoying it. I did enjoy this game when it first came out, and like I said, I love that they're supporting it this way. Metalhead is interesting because he's more of a long range fighter. Like he fires lasers and sort of bullets or gun type weapons at his enemies, which is really different because the others are all close range. Like, the turtles have ninja weapons like katanas and sais and things like that. Nunchucks. And what's Donatello? He's got a bow staff. So
Bo.
yeah. So I'm very used to close combat for Turtles games. And so playing with Metalhead is a very different experience because you have to kind of avoid the enemies, like stay away from them and shoot them. So it's very, very different. But that's cool. I love that it's different. I think it's good to have someone who has a different approach rather than just have another close combat person, like with which would just be another skin really, and maybe some different weapons. But yeah, this one changes things up, so you have to really think about how you play. So that's really cool. I haven't had a chance to play through the story mode with Metalhead. I don't know. I found him quite hard to use in the arcade mode, just because he was different. But I guess if you're playing with a group, I think he would work really well. Like if you had multiple players, and you've got your 2 or 3 turtles, and then Metalhead is kind of supporting you with his long range weapons. I think that would work really, really well. So I haven't had a chance to try that with my kids yet, but yeah, it's great to see this content. So I will write up some thoughts on this one as well and publish it on the site like I did with the last one, which is the Casey Jones DLC. And yeah, so far so good. So that's the main game. I mean, I've been
I
playing
got a
for.
quick question,
Yeah, of
Jemma,
course. Go for
because
it.
I know you did review the last DLC.
Mhm.
But I don't think you give it a number. Was that just because it was DLC,
Oh, I don't know.
or was that
Did I
like
miss it?
a
Did I miss
X?
that?
No, I
I
was just curious if because maybe it didn't warrant like a number because it is add-on
Yeah,
content, but
true. I don't remember, sorry.
no, that's okay.
I could look back at my actual review, like, my document where I wrote it and see if I gave it a number. But yeah,
Oh,
it is hard to review DLC for that very reason, isn't it? Because it's not you're not really judging like, you're judging the game, the DLC, I don't know.
mm,
I thought the last DLC added a lot to the game. Like, it was a whole new story section, so it was pretty chunky, new character as well with Casey Jones. This is a different style because, yeah, new character, but also new modes, not new story component, but I like that it's different in that respect as well. It is hard to give it a number, though. Yeah, maybe I didn't for that reason. Don't remember, sorry.
nah, no worries.
Because the original game, I think I gave it around a 7-ish, maybe 7.5, which doesn't sound super high, but I really enjoyed it. It just had a few bugs, which they have
Mm,
fixed over time. So it's more stable now. It just crashed a few times when I was playing. But the game itself, very fun. If you like turtles and you like like roguelites, then it's right up your alley. But yeah, you have to like those two things probably to enjoy it. So
mm.
yeah. Let's see what Kirk's playing this week.
Oh boy, this is a big one. I am playing the Atelier Ryza Secret Trilogy DX pack, which is coming out November 13th, I think. Yes, November 13th. This is basically a repackaging of all three games in the Atelier Ryza series from Koei Tecmo. A very confusing release because, for example, if you search for any of the three individual games on the eShop now, you can see both the previous version, which was released, let's say for Atelier Ryza, um, came out January 26th of 2021. That's available right now for $60, or you could get the DX version of the same game for 40 when it comes out. So I don't know why the old versions are still there when the DX versions are available for $20 less. Um, Also, if you previously purchased any of these three games, there is no upgrade path. I know a lot of people are upset by that. I get it. When you repackage games and include all of the old DLC, they rarely give you an upgrade from that. It's like this is the final definitive versions of this game. If you didn't play it, this is the one you want. If you did play it, you decide if it's worth it to double dip and go back in. Except that these games aren't that old. Like I said, Atelier Ryza 2 came out just 4 years ago. So it's not like we're upgrading from the Wii or the Wii U to, the enhanced graphics that you're getting. But still, having said all that, there is a Switch 2 version available for the same price. Improved graphics. There is a lot of new content. They've added new areas to explore. There are new character arcs that weren't there before. Previous characters in the game who were just NPCs, you can now add to your party and fight with them. So there's an awful lot to do here. Um, but that's just on the packages. These are the first Atelier game that I played was Atelier Ryza 2, and I liked it so much that I went back and bought Atelier Ryza to play that. 3 I didn't like quite as much. Now, last year, Atelier Yumia came out, and that took a whole different spin on it. It was an open world kind of game, and I didn't like that quite as much. So this is like my sweet spot for this series, which goes way back. There are just a lot of games, a lot of which have been remade for the Switch already, too. So they are out there. It's kind of a JRPG. It's got active turn-based combat. The main differentiating factor in this series is you do an awful lot of crafting. That's where the atelier part comes in. You're crafting all your weapons. You're collecting items, then taking them in and crafting armor. You're crafting items that allow you to craft better items. It's just a constant, it's almost like two completely different games, the exploration and the fighting, and then the combining of the elements to create new items with different features. If say, I'm trying to think of one of the items, I'm completely lost. Like, let's say flour. you have flour. It has features in it, and as you craft, you can pass those features and those traits on into the next item. So if you're creating a weapon, you want to make sure you're creating something that has special attack, for example. If you're creating your armor, then you want to make sure that you're crafting things that are going to increase your defense as you go along. So there's just so much to think about and do as you're playing through this. But having said that, they're also like the happiest games for a JRPG. I talk often about my melodrama. There's no real enemy here. The end of the world is not approaching. You don't have to go up into the heavens and fight God. You basically are just trying to have an adventure on your island, and there's a story, of course, and there are some things going wrong that you have to correct, but they're just lighthearted summer adventures, really, and it's almost refreshing, the approach they take in these games.
Nice. I love that. Was this one of your Kirk segments, Kirk column games a while ago? Did you?
It's possible when they made the announcement that I pointed this out. Yeah, I can't remember.
Maybe. It just sounds familiar to me, but that's okay. I mean,
You'd
that's a
think if
good
it's
thing.
my column that I would remember what I talked about.
Yeah.
Well,
Yes.
another reason it could sound familiar, and here's my question, Kirk. We got like, I don't know, a dozen different reviews of various Atelier games, and you've probably done half of them yourself. Have you reviewed any of these as standalones?
Yes, I did 2 and 3. I did not do Atelier Ryza.
Okay. So how are you going to handle that when you've already covered them? Like, is that a unique challenge for you?
Mm.
No, because I think most people who are going to be interested in this are going to focus on kind of what I talked about at the beginning. Is this worth me spending this much money again? I should say all the games are available for $40 or will be available for $40 individually. That's the Switch and the Switch 2 versions of the same price.
Mm.
Or you could get the pack of all three, which I got for review, which is $90. So it's a lot to spend if you've already played these games before. But it's just a matter of, is it worth it? The amount of money I'm dumping into this, am I getting enough new content? And that's how I'll be approaching the review.
Yeah, that makes sense. Cool. I love that. And it was November 13th, did you say? That was the release date?
Yes.
Yep. So not even 2 weeks away, coming up very soon. I should have also mentioned that the DLC for Metalhead that I was talking about is $3.99 and it is already out. So it is available and it's very cheap. So go ahead and get that if you wanted to. Sorry, anything else that you wanted to mention about Atelier Ryza, Kirk?
Yeah, one real quick thing that's a bit disappointing is that there
Mhm.
is no physical release of this. I think a package of all three games would have been a really good idea,
Yeah. Hmm.
but it's only available digitally.
Okay. No collector's edition.
Nope.
No, that's a bit sad. Yeah. Very cool. Thank you. Do we have time for one more from Trev? Do you want to touch on the last one on the list?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be really quick too because I know we're running out of time. But Disney Illusion Island is, at least as we're recording, it's a Switch Online game trial. I should have
Ah,
looked to see how long it lasts.
usually it's
I
a
apologize.
weekend, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, but this is one I had never played. This is actually the first game trial I've taken advantage of,
Cool.
just because it was a game that I thought looked moderately interesting, and some of the concerns I had with it were confirmed. I feel like the backgrounds are kind of bland,
Hmm.
especially as someone who grew up with like the 16-bit Disney games that were so vivid and
Mm,
stylish, and
yeah.
I feel like a lot of these backgrounds could be in almost any platformer type game. But
Yep.
having said that, I really like the music in this one. The vocals, the animations of the characters themselves are a lot of fun. It is more of a Metroidvania. That's my vinyl word.
Yeah. Yeah.
Than it is a
Yeah, I
straight
wonder
platformer.
when they're going to release Metroidvanias on vinyl. You can buy them and give them
Yeah.
have a listening party.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
it does go till November the 4th, Trev. So if you're listening
Oh,
to
okay.
this on the 3rd, or you will have time to take advantage. I
Grab it
think it's
quick.
usually region based. So this might just be for US players potentially. But yeah, worth checking out for sure.
Yeah. I will say it is much more exploratory than it is traditional platforming.
Mm,
But
hmm.
the platforming itself, is cool. Like Donald, I just picked up this like rocket that gives you like a double jump, and I feel like probably for you, Gemma, or
Mhm.
anyone who's got like kids, I think you'll get more out of this than I would because it's really designed around 4 players. That's how it's built. So I think if you can play this with as a family, I
Mm.
think you'll have a lot of fun for $29.99 normal price.
Yeah, that's very cool. Excellent. Thank you, Trev. Listeners, let us know if you're playing this Disney Illusion Island online game trial this weekend or the few days after the weekend. Anything else to mention or add before we do close things off for the week?
No, just thanks for listening. Appreciate
Yeah.
it as always.
Oh yeah, thank you. And thanks for the comments during the week. We have got a few nice comments there. I will post I was on the Nintendo Maniacs podcast last week as well. So I'll post a link into there so you can see it if you wanted to. And it was really
Gemma,
fun.
I did remember something. I'm sorry.
Yeah, go for it.
I forgot till you mentioned that. I didn't listen to the whole thing,
Hmm.
but I did listen to a bit. And just a fun fact, when the host asked you which like controller button
Yeah.
you like the best,
Yeah.
I was thinking the GameCube triggers as well.
Yeah, right. There
So
you
I'm
go.
just throwing it out there. We were in sync as far as that goes.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. It was a good question. It was a very good question. I've not had a question like that before. So it was a lot of fun. Yeah, check it out. Thank you, Trev.
Is he going to come on our show?
Yeah, yeah, he is. He is. I was
Nice.
thinking he's a big Metroid fan because I said, are you interested in Hyrule Warriors or Kirby Air Riders or Metroid? If you're interested in one of those, come on when that game's out and we'll talk with you about that game. So he said Metroid was his thing. So we might get him on for the Metroid show, which will be the week after Metroid comes out. So yeah, looking forward to that and having another guest on our show. But in the meantime, thank you so much, guys, for joining me this week. Thank you, listeners. If you'd like to follow us, we are on social media. We can be found on Blue Sky, so check us out over there. You can support us over at patreon.com/Pure Nintendo, where we put together our Pure Nintendo magazine and send you a copy in the mail. So look forward to the next issue coming your way in the next little while. But until next week, thank you and game on, everybody. Bye.
See ya.